Welcome back to our channel, where we share updates and untold stories about Catherine, Princess of Wales, and her royal family. Today, we bring you some news. King Charles left Camilla in shock by his ruthless move, reveals a huge royal crisis. King Charles astonishes Queen Camilla with a merciless decision, plunging the royal family into turmoil. Drama is nothing new to the royal family, but this time it centers on King Charles and Queen Camilla, not Prince Harry or Meghan. Envision being wed to the monarch and experiencing neglect, exclusion, and even humiliation. Reports indicate that King Charles has made choices that have caused Queen Camilla distress and frustration, including the refusal to grant her family royal titles and forcing her to attend unwanted ceremonies. Some assert that he exerts control over all aspects of her life, her actions, her movements, and even her personal endeavors. Their relationship, once seemingly robust for years, now looks to be under significant strain. Could this be the genuine cause for the escalating rumors of tension? How much longer can Queen Camilla withstand before fissures in the monarchy begin to manifest? Remain with us until the conclusion of this film as we reveal the 10 instances in which King Charles astonished Queen Camilla with his cruel actions. Let us begin immediately. Denial of royal titles for Queen Camilla's family. When King Charles wedded Queen Camilla in 2005, it was anticipated that her family would be integrated into the royal sphere. Nevertheless, the outcome was not as anticipated. Queen Camilla's offspring and grandchildren did not get royal titles or positions, despite her ascension as queen consort. King Charles allegedly declined to provide them any particular acknowledgement, asserting that it was inconsistent with royal customs. This choice distressed Queen Camilla. Her family felt excluded despite her consistent support for King Charles throughout difficult periods. For Queen Camilla, this matter transcended titles. It pertained to ensuring her family felt acknowledged and esteemed. She saw this denial as unjust, particularly given her extensive efforts to cultivate the public's confidence over the years. It is widely believed that King Charles took this choice to safeguard the royal family's reputation. He wanted to emphasize his lineage, which included Prince William and Prince Harry. This resulted in a rift between King Charles and Queen Camilla, causing her emotional distress. Even now, her family has a minor position in royal ceremonies, indicating that this matter remains unsolved. Queen Camilla's public impact is being limited. When King Charles ascended to the throne, many expected Queen Camilla to play a more significant role in public affairs. Ultimately, she had spent years advocating for organizations and initiatives that assisted victims of domestic violence. However, rather than granting her further autonomy, King Charles allegedly imposed limitations on her. He obstructed or altered some of her initiatives, claiming that they were incompatible with the royal family's image. Queen Camilla found this unsatisfactory. She aspired to use her role as queen consort to promote awareness of subjects she valued. However, without the complete backing of King Charles, her ability to effect change diminished. King Charles was intent on minimizing her visibility, aiming to maintain the spotlight on himself as the monarch. For Queen Camilla, this seemed to be a regression. She had dedicated years to cultivating her public persona after previous criticism. Currently, rather than possessing the autonomy to lead, she often feels eclipsed by King Charles' judgments. This serves as a reminder of the stringent supervision exerted over life inside the royal family, even for an individual as prominent as the queen consort. He was publicly rebuking Queen Camilla. Many individuals have commented on King Charles's public demeanor toward Queen Camilla. King Charles has sometimes shown annoyance or displeasure with her. A notable incident occurred at a formal function when King Charles expressed displeasure toward Queen Camilla for misplacing an item. Although the moment was fleeting, cameras captured it, and it quickly became a subject of discourse. Such incidents may appear insignificant, but within the royal family, every detail undergoes meticulous scrutiny and evaluation. Body language specialists said that King Charles' demeanor was severe and contemptuous. For Queen Camilla, these public appearances are mortifying. She consistently tries to project a calm and helpful demeanor, so receiving criticism from King Charles in a public setting must be painful. Certain individuals believe these occurrences reveal underlying issues in their relationship. King Charles may be under significant stress, yet his outbursts at Queen Camilla simply exacerbate speculation of their relationship difficulties. For a royal couple, such times are detrimental not just to their personal relationship but also to their public image as a united entity. Subverting Queen Camilla's initiatives. Queen Camilla has always shown a fervent commitment to assisting people. She advocates for significant concerns such as literacy promotion and assistance for domestic violence victims. King Charles has not provided her with the necessary assistance, despite the significance of her work. Although King Charles prioritizes his activities concerning climate change and environmental issues, Queen Camilla's endeavors sometimes get less attention and financial support. This has been exasperating for Queen Camilla. Her philanthropic endeavors are very personal, and she aims to use her influence to effectuate meaningful change. However, with the absence of King Charles' support, it becomes more difficult for Elizabeth to realize her objectives. Some individuals speculate that King Charles might not view Elizabeth's causes as significant, or he might prefer to emphasize his own initiatives consistently. This has complicated matters for Queen Camilla. She has diligently endeavored to establish her reputation and demonstrate to the public that she is more than just the king's spouse. However, in the absence of adequate backing, her efforts may seem disregarded. This disparity is both disheartening and unjust for someone in her position. Disputes around familial governance. The royal family has had several internal disputes, particularly after Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's withdrawal from royal responsibilities. Queen Camilla allegedly sought to have a more significant role in mediating these conflicts. King Charles has excluded her from significant choices concerning his sons, especially addressing Harry's familial concerns. Queen Camilla, having diligently cultivated familial bonds, presumably experienced feelings of exclusion and frustration. She sought to provide her viewpoint and assist King Charles during these challenging times. Nevertheless, King Charles is said to prefer managing these issues alone or with counsel from top advisors. This has generated conflict since Queen Camilla perceives that her opinions are not being acknowledged about significant family issues. For King Charles, this may pertain to safeguarding his sons or attempting to prevent more complications in the situation. By marginalizing Queen Camilla, he jeopardizes the cohesion of their union. Queen Camilla's efforts to foster tranquility and cohesion within the family have been compromised, resulting in her perception as an outsider in matters that significantly impact them both. Revoking Queen Camilla's initiatives. Queen Camilla has always shown a fervent commitment to her philanthropic endeavors, especially those smaller initiatives aimed at assisting marginalized populations. Following King Charles's ascension to the throne, he allegedly annulled or diminished some of her attempts to allocate money toward more extensive royal endeavors. This decision was disheartening for Queen Camilla, who had devoted much time and effort to these causes. Queen Camilla's involvement with minor literacy initiatives and women's shelters has been a substantial aspect of her royal persona. However, King Charles's emphasis on greater endeavors like his environmental efforts has relegated these minor undertakings to a secondary role. Although King Charles's initiatives are undeniably significant, Queen Camilla probably believes her contributions need comparable recognition. This judgment illustrates the difficulties of reconciling personal interests with the obligations of royal existence. For Queen Camilla, the significance lies not only in the initiatives, but also in the perception of her contributions as recognized. The diminishing support for her efforts has made her position as queen consort more challenging as she tries to establish her role within a system where priorities are often determined by others. Establishing stringent procedures. Upon King Charles's ascension to the throne, he allegedly instituted more stringent royal etiquette, complicating life for Queen Camilla. The new regulations sought to establish a more conventional and refined royal image. However, they concurrently restricted Queen Camilla's power and adaptability. For instance, Queen Camilla's influence on public-facing judgments was allegedly diminished as King Charles sought to ensure that all actions conformed precisely to his vision for the monarchy. These adjustments must have been exasperating for Queen Camilla. She had diligently tried to cultivate her own personality inside the royal family, yet these more stringent regulations impeded her self-expression. She had less control over the decisions affecting her public duty and had to adhere to a much more rigid approach. King Charles presumably designed these norms to enhance the monarchy's reputation and prevent conflicts. Nevertheless, Queen Camilla saw that her views were being disregarded. This change in power dynamics has made her position as queen consort more arduous, as she must adapt to new demands that may contradict her own style and objectives. He was disregarding Queen Camilla's appeals. King Charles allegedly rejected or overturned Queen Camilla's personal demands. A significant instance is when Queen Camilla requested confidentiality over King Charles's prostate cancer diagnosis. She wants to maintain confidentiality over the incident, as she considers it a very personal problem that does not need public scrutiny. However, King Charles defied her wishes and approved the public disclosure of the material. This decision left Queen Camilla feeling astonished and furious. Despite disregarding her apprehensions, she aspired to safeguard King Charles's seclusion and avoid unwarranted public scrutiny. For Queen Camilla, this was more than mere dissent. It served as a reminder that her opinions do not possess the same authority as King Charles's about significant choices. Conversely, King Charles may have seen openness as the optimal strategy, particularly considering the public's interest in his health. By disregarding Queen Camilla's pleas, he fostered a division between them. This exemplifies the potential for conflict arising from divergent opinions, even regarding very personal issues. Insufficient familial acknowledgement. Despite holding the title of Queen Consort, Queen Camilla's family has reportedly experienced marginalization during significant royal events. For example, her offspring and grandchildren have assumed merely peripheral roles in ceremonies and public engagements. Since Queen Camilla perceives her family as outsiders, the absence of acknowledgement has generated friction. Queen Camilla has always maintained a strong relationship with her children and grandchildren, and she presumably anticipated that her marriage to King Charles would facilitate greater inclusion of her family in royal affairs. King Charles has established a clear border, concentrating only on his own lineage and the immediate successors to the throne. This isolation is painful for Queen Camilla. The royal system does not always facilitate her desire for her family's esteemed and honored status. For King Charles, it may include preserving tradition and maintaining the emphasis on the monarchy's principal members. This dynamic has fostered an emotional distance between King Charles and Queen Camilla, emphasizing the sacrifices Queen Camilla has made for her position. Rigorous regulation of royal assets. King Charles has stringent control over royal money, which includes Queen Camilla's personal budget for her initiatives. Reports indicate that King Charles has curtailed the money allocated for programs that Queen Camilla is passionate about, compelling her to modify or reconsider some ideas. This situation must be quite vexing for Queen Camilla. She has always approached her philanthropic endeavors with seriousness, although financial constraints hinder her ability to realize her objectives. While King Charles focuses on managing the monarchy's extensive resources, Queen Camilla likely perceives her contributions as undervalued. This disparity may lead her to see her function as less important relative to King Charles's interests. Conversely, King Charles may see these financial choices as essential for maintaining the monarchy's stability. This stringent control has introduced an additional layer of friction in their relationship. For Queen Camilla, the emphasis is not on financial gain, rather, it is on receiving support in her endeavors. In the absence of assistance, her position as queen consort becomes more arduous. Pressure to maintain a public image. Life inside the royal family is arduous, particularly for an individual in Queen Camilla's role. King Charles reportedly expects Queen Camilla to maintain a dignified and refined public persona despite her challenging personal circumstances. Regardless of family problems, health issues, or conflicts with King Charles, Queen Camilla is anticipated to maintain a composed and serene demeanor before the cameras. The incessant strain might be taxing on Queen Camilla. She has had to reconcile her personal challenges with the obligations of public life, all while fulfilling the expectations of being queen consort. Her capacity to exhibit sensitivity is limited, making her function somewhat isolated. King Charles presumably saw this as an obligation to the monarchy. He asserts that projecting a robust, cohesive image is crucial for sustaining public confidence. This incessant anticipation might adversely affect Queen Camilla's emotional well-being. It serves as a reminder of the sacrifices inherent in royal existence, where public appearances often subordinate personal emotions. A partnership that seems idyllic is evidently encountering significant difficulties. The many stories of stress, control, and public discord prompt a significant inquiry. Has King Charles overstepped with some actions, or is he only acting in the best interest of the monarchy? What is your opinion about his treatment of Queen Camilla?
Thank you for watching the video. Please let us know your thoughts, and goodbye for the time being.